Here's the thing, though. Really, nothing happens here in cannabis in Israel without the Ministry of Health and the guy that's in top, the guy that's leading the whole thing, Yuval Landschaft. Yuval.
שומעים? I have a dream. I think that we all have a dream and we all share the same dream, maybe with little differences, but I believe that in the long run there's no differences. And some great guys, better than me, better than all, said that they have a dream and we all follow our dreams. So first, welcome to Israel. You know, the Holy Land. And thank you, Seth. Hello, Seth. Seth is like a stepbrother. We met about 3 years ago when we just created the IMCA. Sorry, my name is Yuval. I'm the director of the IMCA, the Israeli Medical Cannabis Agency, what we are calling an Israeli unit. You know, Israel Agency is too fancy word. It's a unit. And we are conducting the cannabis program in Israel. And I will try to describe in a very short few words, because everything, most of it, going to be in the net very soon. Some part of it is, and I will try to give you a little vision to what we are aiming to and what we are going to. And the word is medicalization. When we created the IMCA, I met Seth in
New York.
In New York, yeah. It was fabulous in the Lower East Side. And when we hang out together, we spoke about the dream. And we believe that this dream is going to make the breakthrough and to be actually living in this year, in the last period of 2017. And what is the medicalization? When we created the IMCA, I met with our minister, with Rabbi Litzman. We're calling him our rabbi, because he is a rabbi first, and only then he is a minister. He's the minister of health. And he told that what you are aiming to do. Second of all, he asked us to show him the cannabis, because he didn't know much about cannabis. And we show him, we explained him, and we told him, you know, we are aiming medicalization, not legalization. Medicalization. We like to prescribe cannabis to every man or patient that need it. And that he understood, and he said, how are we going to do it? So we told him, okay, we are going to create the Torah, like the Bible of the cannabis, because we look around and there's none. And he asked us, come on, the Holy Torah? The Holy Torah, we have only one. We said, yes, Rabbi. The Holy Torah in Israel, the Holy Torah is only one. The Holy Torah, and the Holy Torah have 5 books. And then, but we are going to try to create the cannabis Torah, and it contains also 5 books, and we're going to call it CannaTech. And from, like we're saying in Hebrew, Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, the Torah will spread out of Zion is Israel. Like that we believe and we hope, and we think that we're going to see it, that the Torah, this cannabis Torah, the CannaTech, is going to come out of Israel, and I like to share you all with this CannaTech. What is the CannaTech? What is all about? We believe that cannabis should be medicine like any other medicine. And it's not, we don't mind how you use it. If you swallow it like any other pill, or and there are other ways of treatment, other ways. And now we know that we don't have any other way Another option about the inhalation way. We should stick with inhalation as well. But first of all, we have to make a standardification and the clinical practice and to treat the doctors and to teach the doctors, sorry, not to treat the doctors, to teach the doctors that they can be able to treat their patients. And you know, to teach doctors, it's not such an easy way. It's not such an easy objective, and it's pretty interesting. Let's be delicate. Pretty interesting. And when we are looking around in the world, we don't have any medical practice, nowhere. So that's not true anymore, because in Israel we created the IMCA GCP, Good Clinical Practice. We have those 5 books. I'm going to introduce it to you. We have it all. We have from one hand, the IMCA GCP, Good Clinical Practice. We call it the Green Book. We have it in Hebrew. We have it as well in English. We are already showing and discuss it with several countries, and when I mean with countries, I mean with the regulators in several countries. And then we should, and the GCP, the Green Book, this clinical practice or method should be the way that the patient is going to see the doctor, and the doctor should check him, examine, and see, and if cannabis can help him for some of his sicknesses or illness that he have, he will prescribe him, just like any other medicine or any other drug. He will prescribe him cannabis. And the natural way that the patient will go is will go to the pharmacy like in any other drug. But in order to find in the pharmacy something that he knows like a medicine, we should create the whole system through growing until the pharmacy. So we're calling it the cannabis chain. So we look around and there's not enough sufficient, it was not enough sufficient record. So with the help of a lot of, in Israel we have a lot of cannabis industry up to now. So we just make the IMC, it's the letters of Israel Medical Cannabis, the IMC GAP, Good Agriculture Practice. And it's another book. And then we have the IMC GMP, Good Manufacturing Practice. So we will have in Israel factories that will product the cannabis products. And then we have the GDP, IMC GDP, Good Distribution Practice, how to distribute cannabis and how to give it to the cannabis products and how to give it to the patients. And above all, we should have GSP, it's the good, the IMC, the Good Security Practices, because cannabis is still a very interesting thing, and people like to have it, or in the farms, or from from the pharmacies. So until now, we create the all 5 books. From one hand, it's the Green Book, it's the IMC GCP, Good Clinical Practice, and from the other end, the IMC GAP, Good Agriculture Practice, then Good Manufacturing Practice, then Good Distribution Practice, and beside the Good Security Practice. So when we have these 5 books, we call it the Cannacopeia. The Cannacopeia is open for everybody. And when we just finished to have it, they called me from the INCB, and they told me, Yuval, we heard that you've wrote the GCP, the Good Clinical Practice. Do you really do it? And sorry, I forgot. Thanks for Professor Meshulam. He was our great helper in writing this GCP. And Professor Arnon Afek. I just 5 minutes ago spoke with Professor Meshulam. We call him in Israel, we call him Rafi, And but he was my teacher in the pharmacy school, so we call him still Professor Meshulam because of the great honor that we're respecting him. And I spoke with Professor Meshulam, and he sent you A greeting to you all. He's a little bit in nausea now, but cold now, sorry. And he helped us to have really helped us. I mean, what a student can give his lecture, his Professor Meshulam homework, and tell him, Professor Meshulam, I need it to be finished by Sunday. He said, can I be earlier? Can you delay to Monday? No. The end of Saturday. Sunday it will be fun. So Professor Meshulam, thanks a lot. I thanks a lot Professor Ofek. He was the general manager of Ministry of Health, and he's our boss, because he's the director of our board of directors. The IMCA have a board of directors combined from several governmental ministries. And thanks also Boaz, that helps us a lot. Hello, Boaz. He's there, Boaz Elbow. And many thanks to other physicians. Also, patients' organizations. Some parliament members that we sat also with them on the Green Book, because we heard also from the field. We heard a lot of things. We published it before. We had a lot of rebounds. And we believe that we really found a way that can create a real clinical practice to cannabis. And when we have it, I got a phone call from the IMCA, from the United Nations, who told us, really, did you really have it? We said, yes. Can we come and see it? We said, yes. When you like to come? They said, tomorrow it's okay. So they come here and we show them these 5 books, and they said, wow. We said, okay, we are open to share it with the all. Seth, remember when we were in New York? We said, we have to share, otherwise we will not go forward. And then another nations and countries called us, and they say, in nations, I mean great nations. It's not a secret, like Germany, like Australia, and also others like Jamaica. And it's because we did ministries, but finally we met the premiers or the prime ministers, and they all say, really, you have the GCP? We say, yes. Can you give it to us? We said, yes. We're going to share it. We're going to share you all. So I believe that in the next future, we're going to see really the dream come true. My dream, your dream, the patient dream, and also I believe the medical industry dream. I believe that in less than a year, we're going to have medical grade cannabis products. Medical grade is not very easy to achieve, but we are going to have medical grade cannabis products here in Israel. We're going to prescribe it to the patients, and Metzion Tetzeh Torah, we say, and from Zion we'll spread the Cannacopeia to all. Thank you very much.
Yuval Landschaft.